tuning back into my channel, and if this is your first time tuning in, because I do have quite a few new subscribers, thanks for watching and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. So today I just wanted to do like a little get ready with me video. We are going to be taking our son Patrick and I to go see Santa Claus, and I know I'm like real extra just to go see Santa Claus, but I knew I needed to record a video, so I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I have a new palette, which is the Morphe Soul of Summer palette. Let me show it to you real quick. Ooh, it is very nice. I love it. And I wanted to use the palette in a video. And I know that I'm a week behind. I did not do the video I was supposed to do, but at this point, I'm just trying to put videos up and do what I feel like doing. If you guys have any questions, just leave it down below. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, share with your friends. Follow me on all of my social medias, which aren't that many. I just have Snapchat, Instagram. Yeah, so I'll leave all that stuff below like I always do. So I will see you guys in the next video. So guys, to start off, I'm going to start off with my face nice and clean, and I'm going to be using my Hard Candy Primer. I haven't used this primer in a really long time. I don't know what made me pull it out, but it makes my skin feel super soft, and it makes my foundation just glide on really easy, so I really do like the primer. Next, I'm going to color correct my skin, which is something that I've been doing as of recently, and it really helps with my foundation and the color of my foundation. So this is the Orange Corrector LA Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to put it around my mouth and under my eyes because that's really where my problem areas are. I don't get enough sleep, so I do have dark circles, and I have some darkness around my mouth. And I just use my Real Technique sponge to blend that all out and make sure that the product isn't too dark. Next, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Infallible foundation and dot it all over my face. And if you pay attention here, on the parts where that red corrector is, I pat or dab it in, and then on the other areas of my face where the corrector isn't, I buff it in. And I do it that way because I don't want to disturb that corrector, and I don't want it to slide all across my face. I really want to keep it concentrated in my problem areas. So I dab it in my problem areas, and then I buff it in and around the rest of my face, as you can see here. And again, this is one of my favorite foundations now, and I did a review on it, so go watch it. And me just going over my eye area. Next, I'm taking two LA Pro concealers, one in medium beige and the other is in the corrective yellow shade, and I feel like this is the perfect highlight for me. It looks super bright right now, but once I highlight the rest of my face, it kind of tones it down and evens it out. I do a triangle under my eye, and I try to keep my triangle kind of tight and small. I don't like to drag that concealer too far down my face because then my face just starts to look light everywhere. And I do blend it out with my Real Technique sponge as well. Sorry that my sponge isn't clean, I've been using it. And I do also blend the concealer over my eyelids as well, and that kind of just primes my eyelids for the eyeshadow. So like I said about evening out the rest of my face, I'm going to highlight my chin, my cupid's bow, my forehead, as well as my nose. And my forehead is long, but it's in length it's long, in width it's kind of short, so I like to kind of take my highlight in the center of my forehead and kind of over my brows. I'm just using this CoverGirl foundation stick to contour, and I'm just going around the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and down my nose, as well as under my bottom lip, which gives you the appearance of a fuller lip, and on the my jawline as well. And to blend it out, I'm using my Real Technique sponge. I put quite a few dots of the contour shade on my forehead because my forehead is pretty big, so I want to make it look smaller. So instead of bringing attention to it, which would be highlighting, I contour it and it makes it look smaller. And again, if you contour under your bottom lip, it gives you the appearance of a fuller bottom lip. And I don't go overboard with my nose, but I do like to give my nose a little bit of a more defined shape, because once I put on my foundation, it starts to look a little flat. So I do just go down the sides of my nose with that contour color just to give my nose some depth. Then to set all of the highlighted areas on my face, I'm going to use my Ben Nye banana powder, and I'm using it on the same sponge that I've been using for everything else. And like I've said in previous videos, I don't like to use a lot of brushes, so I use the same thing for as many things as I can. And I'm going to be baking in this video, which I really haven't done on my channel very much, maybe just a little bit.
Powder banana face ass, since nobody can't hear this, I'm finna get on your ass. Yeah, you look like a fucking Shimo. I ain't even playing hit your ass like I'm Debo. You don't wanna see me, my nigga.
So as I'm doing my makeup, my boyfriend randomly busts in and starts cracking on me, but whatever. So now I'm going to further contour my face and just give my face some more dimension. So I'm taking the NYX matte bronzer and I'm going to put that in all of the areas that I put the contour color earlier. So that darker concealer we use, I'm going to put this powder in all of those same areas, and it just helps set what the cream concealer already laid down, and you know, just further define it. And I use a fluffy brush to take that matte bronzer down the sides of my nose. So for brows, I have a brand new brow routine and I am in love with it. And it starts with me using a light brown pencil, which is what I'm using right now. I comb through my brows with the little brush that was on the end of this pencil, and then I'm filling in my brows with a light brown pencil. I usually did not do this. I usually would just go in with a darker brown pencil and just get straight to it. But I feel like using this light brown pencil, it already kind of defines your brow, and this pencil is super waxy, so any product that we put on top of it just sticks and it doesn't move. And because I use that light brown, I don't have to do a lot of work in the end with the darker brown color, which you will see coming up now. And that's the Maybelline Define a Brow pencil. And the only thing I'm using this for is just to basically just fill in any really you know, like bald spots that the light brown pencil couldn't fill in by itself, and just kind of go along the bottom and the top of my brows to make sure that it's nice and clean. But I barely do anything with this dark brown. The light brown pretty much gives me the definition I need, and the darker brown kind of just cleans it up and makes it a little bit more crisp. And I feel like my brows come out looking way more natural like this. And just taking some of the extra concealer on the back of my hand from my under eyes and running it along the bottom of my brow and just blending it out with my finger. And the same on the other side. I've also been doing my brows a lot thinner lately, and I really do prefer them that way these days. I just like the way it looks on my face, the thinner brows right now. But I'll always love a full brow for sure, but you know, things change. Same concealer on my eyelid, and again, that is just prepping my eye for eyeshadow, and I blend it out with my finger. And all eyeshadows will be Morphe, like usual. And I'm using my 35 Warm palette and taking that orange, brownish orange shade there and just running that along my crease. I'm not doing it very clean. I'm just filling in my crease. And this is me going with the same color again, just darkening it up, giving it more depth. And that is the Morphe Soul of Summer palette. I love it. It's brand new. This is my first time using it on my channel. I'm going to take that pink goldish shade there, and I'm going to put that on the inner third of my lid. These colors are so pigmented, so frosty. They're all shimmery. Oh my god, they're just beautiful. They're like butter. They blend out like a dream. I'm doing the same thing on the other side, and again, blending, no extra product on that brush. Taking this more reddish gold, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my eye. And if you see how I'm feathering it, I'm feathering it in on that pink gold shade just a little bit, just to blend it, and then I'm also feathering it out just to blend it more towards the outer corner of my eye. And this angled brush in this cranberry shade right here is going to make it super easy for me to get that outer corner because the brush is pointed. So I just run it right in that natural contour of my eye, just dabbing the product in, as you can see, and just kind of winging it out just a little bit. And on a clean brush, no product, I'm just blending everything together because we don't want any harsh lines. So just blend as much as you feel like you need to blend. This video is edited so you don't see all the blending I do, but just continue to blend the eyeshadow until you feel like you're comfortable with the way that it looks. Now I'm doing my winged liner, and I'm using the e.l.f. gel liner, and this is actually my new favorite eyeliner. I used to use the Fergie gel liner, but ever since I picked this up at Target for $3, I am completely in love. I love the brush that it comes with. I feel like it's awesome. It gives you a nice crisp line. It's not too fat. It's like, you know, it's skinny, and the point on it is very nice, so it gives you a nice wing, and the brush comes along with the liner for $3 whole. So if you have a Target nearby, make sure you pick this up. This is my new favorite liner, and of course the liner is optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want. I'm just extra. So these are my favorite lashes when I want to be super extra. And before I put those on, I'm just going to coat my lashes, my natural lashes, with some mascara. This is the Essence Get Big Lashes. And I'm just going to put some glue on the lashes, let it dry a little bit, and then set them right on the center of my eye, and then place the outer corner down and then the inner corner. So I press the center down first, the outer corner, then the inner corner. And you always want to make sure that your glue is a little dry, because the more tacky it is, the easier that it is for the lashes to adhere to your lash line. And I'm just dusting off all the excess powder from us baking, and now the highlight is going to be on fleek. And I just took a white liner and ran that in my waterline to keep my eyes looking nice and open. My lashes are already really big, so I don't want to close my eyes up using black eyeliner. And I just took that maroon color that we put on the outer corner of our eye and ran it along the inner half, or not even the inner half, the outer half of my under eye. And then I'm going to take that the very first pinky gold shade and run it from the middle to the inner corner of my eye. Just coating my lower lashes with some mascara, because since I have so much drama on the top, I do need to even that out on the bottom, or my eyes will just look tiny and the lashes will swallow up my eyes. This is my NYX Apricot blush, and I've been liking this on a stippling brush lately. I like the way it comes out. It looks very airbrushed. And just put this along your apples of your cheeks, and I like to take my blush a little further back. This is the Wild and Radiant palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to take that pinky silver highlight and mix it with the gold highlight, and just put that on the highest points of my cheeks, above my brow to give my brow a nice little lift, my forehead, tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow. A little on the chin as well. I wanted to highlight my brow bone a little further, so I just used that nice icy pink shade that was in the palette. But of course, you guys can use whatever eyeshadows that you want, and just make sure you blend everything. I don't remember the name of this NARS lipstick, but I got it from Sephora for a birthday gift, because my birthday is this month. But I'll list it down in the bottom. It's like a frosty pink when you put it on, but as it dries, it becomes like a mauve-y nude on me. And because it looks so frosty, I felt like I needed to define my lips, so I just used my mahogany lip liner from NYX. And that's it, guys. I hope you loved the look. I hope that this tutorial was pretty broken down so you guys could catch all the steps. And make sure you guys tag me if you recreate the look. And don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys, and I will see you next video.